Elizabeth Smart testified against Brian Mitchell, who abducted her about 7 years ago from her Salt Lake City home at knife point, and basically kept her in his home and raped her for about 9 months.
Jeez.
All right. So, she was discovered, I guess walking with him and his estranged wife. And, thank God she was saved. And this happened back in 2002. Okay. She was finally found. Anyway, this is dragged on. This court case has dragged on because twice he has been deemed mentally incompetent to stand trial. All right. I can't tell you how much that pisses me off. And this is why the story is relevant to me, because of the fact that this man has not faced the consequences that he deserves for what he's done. So right now, the reason why Elizabeth Smart is testifying against him is so experts can deem him competent enough to stand trial.
Now, here's the thing with this, right? Look, damn it, Jim, I'm a talk show host. I'm not a psychological expert. Having said that, is he a little Looney Tunes? Of course he is. I mean, he kidnapped this girl and he dressed up in these crazy outfits and he's convinced his wife and, he's done all these deranged things. The flip side to that is he was savvy enough to be able to effectively kidnap her.
Yes.
And then effectively keep her for a long, long time and rape her every single day. I mean, obviously he knew what he wanted. He knew how to get it. And to me, as a layman, I look at that and I go, that guy knew what he was doing.
100%. As she was testifying against him, she talked about how he would manipulate her using religion, how he would drug her and force her to drink alcohol so she wouldn't resist the rape.
Oh,
I mean, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Are we really playing this game?
What are we doing here?
No, you don't understand, Jank. This story really pisses me off. Because if I were the judge in this case, fuck that guy, put him in jail for the rest of his life.
Okay.
He's competent enough. All right? I don't care if he's a little loony. Obviously, he's smart and savvy enough to do this to this girl. So.
Right. Well, the hanging judge is back. Okay. And that's what we like to see out of Kasparian. And here's my conclusion. Again, look, as a layman, and if I was the judge, of course I'd listen to the psychiatric evidence. Of course. Having said that, put him away, man. Enough is enough. Okay? I mean, now let me put it from my perspective. If I had a daughter, and this son of a bitch comes and kidnaps her and does all this stuff to her for 9 months, and then he says, well, I'm a little bit of a lunatic.
Oh, God.
I'd be like, hey, you know what? I can be a lunatic too, motherfucker, okay? If you don't put this guy in jail for the rest of his life, I can go off too. And then, oh, I'm crazy. Woohoo, look at me.
Yeah. It kind of, I hadn't thought about that. It encourages people to go off on their own and take care of the situation themselves.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, this shit's got to get taken care of, right? So one way or another. Now, I'm not encouraging that, not by a long shot, okay? And I believe in the American justice system, and you got to go through the system, and we can't have people going off and doing vigilante stuff because they're going to put themselves in trouble, okay? I don't want that. But let's go, up and at him. Anna's right. Let's go. Come on. This guy obviously had enough sense to be this savvy in how to abduct and rape her over and over again.
Right, and, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I know he's not running the streets free, but I want a sentence. I want justice. I want this man to serve a sentence that he deserves. I want him to face real consequences. I want to just sock him in the face.
Okay, that's a different thing. Okay, now you're going in a different direction. But I hear you.
And
Look.
this girl, Elizabeth Smart, right? I mean, you listen to her talk, and she's like, I honestly think she's one of the most courageous and brave people ever. Because a lot of women, she's 21 years old now, and she was only 14 when she was abducted, okay? A lot of women would be afraid to speak so candidly about what happened to them.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to go through, man.
Right.
Obviously.